Welcome back, everybody. This week on the Inkswell, we're taking a look at a pen that you've seen on the channel over the last couple of months. This is my Atelier Lusso Andromeda. It's got a medium nib now, but a lot of you remember it with that super stub nib that I had on it. Inside our nondescript white box, we've got this amazing treat. Now, for me, with the custom pens that I've received, I haven't had an inner box or just a box overall with this level of quality. And I think Eric over at Atelier Lusso did a really nice job. Yes, it's a faux leather, but the single stitching and the nameplate across the top makes this a really nice clamshell box that provides protection and looks. And another cool thing opening up the box here, we've got a couple of stickers, the Atelier Lusso sticker, and then the Red Dragon logo, not to be confused with Red Dragon Pen Company, which is another small manufacturer, but a really good small custom pen manufacturer. Another thing this came with was a rickshaw pen sleeve. I haven't used this single pen sleeve yet, but I like the touch, and the Red Dragon with the Atelier Lusso is a really nice touch on that sleeve. Okay, so let's talk color. I love the spalted golds and browns that we've got in this pen, and let's just be honest, that dragon inlay is a very nice touch. Now, some people may have a few questions about how big this pen is, and for that, let's go ahead and pull out a Pelikan M805. This is my Stone Garden. And capped, you can see that we're about the same length. When we uncap, you can definitely see that these pens are a lot closer from nib to base. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the more detailed aspects of this pen. First and foremost, I really like the finial decoration. The dragon is very well put onto this pen, and I like how the color of the finial and even the color of this dragon here match perfectly with the golden brown spalted look of the rest of the pen. And I've got to say, I really do appreciate how lightweight this pen is, even though it's pretty substantial in the sheer amount of acrylic that we've got going on here. Now, opening up the pen, let's go ahead and take a look at the nib. Like I was saying, this is a medium nib. It did have the super stub on here, but I wanted to go ahead and switch it out. I really do like the look of this nib. It is a nice subtle color, and the rose gold plating over the steel nib really matches with the overall aesthetic of the pen. One other thing of note, the pen does not post, so it's a good thing that it does have the length that it does. You can see it fits perfectly in the hand, and that section makes for a really nice writing experience overall. And opening up the pen, there's two things I'd like to point out. The first, which is kind of standard, it does fit a standard international converter, and the ivory that is part of the dragon inlay carries through to the interior portion of this pen. I actually like how the threads for the inside are done with that, and I don't know, even though you never see it, I think it's a nice touch, and I liked having that little surprise when I opened up the pen for the first time to fill it up. But let's go ahead and reassemble the pen and take a look at the writing sample. There you go. As you can see by the writing sample, it is an extremely wet nib. This is Pelikan 4001 turquoise, and I've been told by a lot of people, and have experienced it myself, that the 4001 series inks can be a little on the drier side. With this nib, though, it is flowing like a fire hose. In fact, it's not until I start writing upside down with this nib that I run into any problems. And you can see here from the upside down test, it goes to an extremely dry, extra fine nib. Flip it right back over. No problem starting right up. And it is a super gusher of a medium nib. In fact, I was curious to see what would happen if I put it head to head against one of my broad nibs. So I went ahead and grabbed the 2019 limited edition Tropical Turquoise Pilot Vanishing Point, which I had Ron over at Pen Chalet switch out with a broad gold nib. Here you can see that the line widths and the overall flow rates look pretty close, if not spot on with each other, which I've got to say, for a medium nib to hold up to the flow rate and overall feel of a broad, that is a super wet nib. So now that we've taken a look at the writing sample, let's talk final thoughts about the pen. Honestly, I don't think there's much that Eric could have done to make this a better pen. It's got the right size, feel, section, and I'm going to be honest, the golden brown spalted look, especially with the ivory dragon inlaid into the cap and the dragon finial, it is an overall aesthetic, feel, design, whatever you want to call it, that fits me perfectly. And every person is different, so this may not be the pen for you. But what I would recommend doing is heading on over to lussopens.com and seeing the other pens that Eric has available. One of them may actually fit you. Or if you like one of the body styles, he's a custom pen maker, so reach out to him and he can make a custom pen for you in an acrylic of your choosing. But that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Once I hit 500, I'll probably do a giveaway of some kind. I haven't quite decided yet. But other than that, check the social links down below for Twitter, Instagram, and the Discord. And check out the podcast 2 Guys Zero Planners that I do with Urban Hafner from fpc.inc. And also, if you want to, go ahead and support the channel over on Patreon. I don't get paid for doing this, and I'm probably not going to run advertisements on the channel if I ever hit that mark. So supporting on Patreon or checking out the podcast, that's the kind of stuff that helps keep this going, and I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, that's it for this video. I'll see you next time.